What's up, people? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. So I'm super excited. It's the holiday season, and in this video, I'm gonna give you the best stocking stuffer ideas for DJs, and they all cost under 20 bucks. Did I mention I was excited? I mean, I really think that this video is what YouTube needed. I can't tell you how many times, I've heard my girls struggling to buy a gift for me, how hard it is to buy gifts for DJs. And there's not a lot of stuff out there. You know what I mean? There's not a lot of stuff out there that gives you real good, solid suggestions, especially a list like this, because in this list, I'm gonna give you 10 items, all under 20 bucks, that'll fit in the stocking and that are actually useful for all DJs. You're gonna thank me after watching this video. Trust me. And of course, there is a link for every single product I'm about to talk about in the description. But let's get into this. Product number 1, cable cuffs. Cable cuffs are fantastic. All DJs like them, or they just haven't discovered them yet and you're gonna change their life. But either way, they're the best. When you wrap up a cable, you put this around the cable and it keeps it together. It's way better than, Velcro or anything like that, because that stuff wears out when it gets dirty and it gets all messed up and doesn't last. These things last forever, and you basically clip them in and you're good to go. The only reason why your DJ probably needs more of these is because he lost them, because they're easily lost. They come in a bunch of different sizes, from small to really big, depending on the size of the wire. I put a couple links in the description as far as like different packs you can get. You can get like a small pack for like 10 bucks, a bigger pack for like 15, and it has different varieties. So, get a variety pack. Usually they'll like that. They always need different cables for little wires and stuff like that, and it keeps everything super organized. Number 2 is gaff tape. If you're not aware, gaff tape is extremely useful. It's essentially duct tape, but it doesn't leave a residue anywhere. So it's great for floors, great for outlets. DJs use it for a million different reasons, mainly to like tape wires and keep everything neat on the wire side. But there's a lot of things. If something breaks, if your headphones break mid-gig, you wrap some tape around there and you get through the event, and you're good to go. I mean, you could always use tape. So DJs always keep gaff tape on them. My favorite gaff tape that I use is $18 a roll. The rolls last a pretty good amount of time, but if I can give you a big tip, is if you can get a roll in white too. Whether your DJ knows he needs it or not, white tape is super important for taping outlets, taping wires in places where you're against a white wall, you know what I mean? So like the wire looks ugly with black tape and black wire and all that. So white tape really comes in handy if you have to hide a wire and kind of let it blend into the environment if you're at a nice place or whatever. So definitely get white too. If he doesn't already have white, he's gonna thank you later. Number 3 is a USB chroma cable. Unless your DJ is a purist, which there's not a lot left, every single DJ on this planet now uses a computer to DJ, and they all need USB cables. USB cables go bad. You want to replace them every couple of years just in case, because if your cable goes bad in the middle of a gig, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. That's a whole moment you're about to have, and it's going to be a scramble. So I try and replace mine every 2 years or so, 3 years, just in case. And those chroma cables are my favorite cable on earth. Love them. They're super reliable. I've never had a problem with them. I just replace them just in case. I've never had one go out. I've been using chroma USB cables for over 3 years and have been extremely happy with them. And I think putting one in your DJ stocking is a great idea, whether they need a backup or an upgrade. If you're not sure about which USB cable to get your DJ, it depends on what laptop they have. If they have an older Mac or an older than 3 years old PC, you wanna get them a USB B to A cable, right? That's gonna be the regular USB we all know, right? That's been around for years. If they have a newer Mac, like the last 2 or 3 years, then you wanna get a USB B to C cable, because the USB-C is like the new port that's in the Mac. So that way it's like a direct cable. So it's either B to A or B to C, depending on the laptop. Number 4. The flat plug. I've talked about these in my videos before. If you're watching this and you're buying for a DJ and you're not a DJ, you've probably never seen this. So, I figured I'd put this in. This is such a lifesaver for so many DJs. I've been using these for a long time. So it's essentially just a little 1.5 feet, maybe a foot plug. But it basically takes a regular plug and makes it a flat plug. So it's like this. The flat plugs sit against the wall, right? So they're harder to pull out. You literally have to pull it out from the base, and it's just a safer thing to do for your main plug of the whole DJ system. See, when we're DJing, a big fear of ours, something that would really mess up our day, is if someone just knocked our power out. A drunk person walks by or, wherever you're set up, and it knocks the power out, music, everything goes out at once. Pew! And this is a nightmare. It's happened to me. It's like the worst thing ever. People are dancing, and then all of a sudden, everyone, no music, No music, everybody's talking shit. Just prevent all that stuff from happening to your DJ by getting them one of these, right? So they come in 2-packs and it's 2 for 15 bucks. No brainer. If they don't have one, they'll definitely thank you for it. If they already have one, you gave them a backup and you're good. Number 5. Phase stickers. Now, this is a gift that requires your DJ to have something called the phase system, right? It looks just like this. If they use turntables and then put one of these things on top of the turntable and you see it spinning around, then they use the phase system. These magnets, they come in a 4-pack and the magnets go on the vinyl, so this phase system sticks to it, right? So it's like a magnet, so it sticks to it and it doesn't move. They're very useful. Like, I would love to have one in my stocking. Are you watching this, babe? Because I use a lot of different color vinyl and stuff. So when I switch the vinyl out, you need a new set of stickers for each set of vinyl, because you can't, like, they're stickers. If you take them off, then they're not going to stick good again. So, you need literally a set for every set of vinyl. So if your DJ uses vinyl and they use phase, trust me, they will really, really, really appreciate you getting them an extra set of stickers. Number 6 is the oh shit cable. This little oh shit cable is something that should be in every DJ's bag, and it probably is, but the problem is it's so small that we lose them all the time. This is 10 bucks. I think $9 on Amazon. It was actually $1 less. I was pissed off because I got this last one at Best Buy. But yeah, like $9 or $10, and essentially it's a cable that goes from the iPhone to a 3.5mm jack, which is a headphone jack. This is great in case all hell breaks loose and your DJ has to play music from their phones while, rebooting or something going wrong. It's a great backup to have, because then you could just plug in any iPhone, any iPad, and then play music off of it essentially through the system, while you're, fixing something. Or maybe they just do cocktail hour, right off of an iPad or an iPod. So then they use these all the time. Like, they're super, super useful. The only way I wouldn't get this, obviously, is if your DJ doesn't have any Apple products. If they don't do iPhones or iPads, then, this is the Lightning connector, so it only works for that. So then you wouldn't need it. But if they have Apple products, they need 100 of these. So definitely toss one in the stocking. Number 7 is G-clips. G-clips are these super cool little clips that go on speaker stands that help hide the wires, that they run from the speakers down to the floor. These are very, very useful. They work great. They last forever and they stay on the speaker stand. So you pack like the stand up with them, so it makes it easy. You plug the wires in, you stick them in the clip, and you're good to go. They're $4, people. $4 for these clips. I have like 4 sets of them for all my little speaker stands. It keeps the wires nice and neat. And whether or not your DJ has heard of these, they need them, trust me. Number 8 is a hand exerciser. Even though I'm saying it out loud, it's kind of like weird, but like, just hear me out, okay? Hands are important, people, and the dexterity of your hands are also important, particularly if you're trying to learn how to scratch. So if your DJ has been actively trying to learn how to scratch, get him this hand exerciser for him to squeeze on both sides, a couple minutes a day, and he'll strengthen all the tendons in his like wrist and his hand and whatnot, which will make scratching a lot easier for him. Because like, when you learn how to scratch, it's a lot about building up the muscles in your hand and whatnot, so you can do the different movements for a long period of time or even at all, so it's definitely a useful thing, something that not a lot of DJs think about. So this might be one of those gifts where they're gonna be like, well, why'd you get me this? And then you explain it to them and it's like, oh, you know what? This is a pretty good idea. Maybe I'll squeeze it. And not for nothing, if you're buying this for a significant other, more dexterity could work in the bedroom too. You know what I'm talking about? Number 9's a cute one, people. It's little record coasters. It's kind of cool. So like, they're basically little coasters you put, your drinks on and whatever. It's a cute little accessory, maybe for your DJ's office, or maybe, maybe for the living room if you want to incorporate a little of that aspect in the living room, whatever. I don't know. But like, it's a cool little thing. They go for 11 bucks at the link below, and any DJ would think this is a cute, kind of thoughtful gift. Now we've come down to number 10, the final item on the list, and that is earplugs. Is your DJ losing their hearing? Are you constantly having to repeat yourself? Chances are you are. They probably need earplugs. They probably don't want to wear them. I hate wearing them, to be completely honest with you, but it's a good gesture. Here's some earplugs. And every once in a while, if they are in a really loud environment, they'll put them in, at least they got them. If you save just a little bit of their hearing, you slow the deafness just a little bit, get another year out of them, it's worth it. Now, I don't talk about products unless I personally own them and have experienced them, and this is one of those products that I actually spent 40 bucks on. I got something called erasers, and they're super comfortable, and like, they like cut down the decibels so it doesn't damage your ear, but you can still hear pretty good out of them. I think like they're the best best earplugs, you know, for the buck. But because I was doing a 10 under 20 video for the clickbait and all that, you know, it's kind of tough. I didn't want to not tell you guys about the ones I actually use. So I did link the ones I use in the description. They're 40 bucks. I did do another option under there for a little less if you want to spend a little less money. But either way, it's a great gesture and your DJ will appreciate it. Well, that's it, people. Thank you so much for being here and watching. If you have any questions or if there's a product like I missed, you know, help the people out. Put it in the comment section. I'll get right back to any questions and whatnot. Have a great holiday, and I'll see you guys next video.